For many of us, the Power Rangers weren't just a TV show, they were part of our childhood. We remember rushing home from school, eyes glued to the screen, inspired by those colorful heroes saving the world. But what happened to those iconic actors after the cameras stopped rolling? Some found success, others disappeared into silence, and a few tragically are no longer with us. Today, on ActorFlash, we reveal the untold stories of 10 former Power Rangers, where they are now, what legacy they left behind, and the emotional twists that might just break your heart. Jason David Frank, Green Ranger. Tommy Oliver. Jason David Frank was the heartbeat of the Power Rangers franchise. Born on September 4, 1973, Jason became an icon as the original Green Ranger, later evolving into the White Ranger, Red Zeo, and Black Dino Thunder Ranger. Fans admired him not just for his martial arts skills but for his authentic connection to the role. A true fighter, both on screen and in life. Tragically, Jason passed away on November 9. The cause of death was reported as suicide, a shocking and painful loss to the Power Rangers community. His passing opened up conversations about mental health, especially among men who appear strong on the outside. Jason was also a professional MMA fighter, a father and someone who always made time for fans at conventions. His legacy lives on in the hearts of millions who grew up watching him transform into a hero, both literally and figuratively. From the Green Ranger's legendary legacy, we shift to another beloved Ranger whose life took a completely different turn, both in fame and in tragedy. Thuy Trang, Yellow Ranger. Trini Kwan. Born on December 14, 1973 in Vietnam, she fled with her family to the United States during wartime, eventually finding her place in Hollywood. Her life was tragically cut short in a car accident on September 3. Thuy was a rising star, with roles in films like The Crow, City of Angels, and she had plans for a promising acting future. Fans still remember her calm strength and spirit, especially in a show dominated by explosive action. Her role inspired countless young girls from underrepresented backgrounds to believe they could be heroes too. While Thuy's story reminds us how fragile life can be, our next Ranger found his path behind the scenes and has a story filled with both struggle and quiet triumph. Walter Emmanuel Jones, Black Ranger. Zach Taylor. Born on November 30, 1970, in Michigan, Walter brought charisma and rhythm to the show with his hip-hop keto moves, a dance-fighting blend that made his character unforgettable. Unlike many of his co-stars, Walter didn't continue in the franchise after season 1 due to contract dispute, but he didn't disappear. He went on to voice characters in anime like Bleach, appeared in shows like CSI, and remained active in the entertainment world. As of today, Walter is alive and well, engaging with fans, attending Comic-Cons, and continuing to honor his Power Rangers roots. Now, let's take a look at another Ranger whose real-life battles mirrored the hardships of his on-screen persona. For Ricardo Medina Jr., Red Wild Force Ranger. Cole Evans.
Hey, the honor's mine, man. The honor's mine. You know, Ricardo? Thanks for waiting in line.
Played the brave and compassionate Cole Evans in Power Rangers Wild Force. But what happened after the show left fans stunned. In 2015, Ricardo was arrested for the fatal stabbing of his roommate. He claimed it was self-defense, but in 2017 he pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 6 years in prison. The once heroic Red Ranger's story turned dark, a reminder of how quickly fame can spiral. While he has since been released, his legacy remains controversial and sobering. From scandal to redemption, our next Ranger turned a rough beginning into a life of peace, education and positivity. Johnny Yong Bosch, Black Ranger. Adam Park. Johnny Yong Bosch took over as the Black Ranger after Walter Jones, debuting in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season. Born on January 6, 1976, he became a fan favorite with his martial arts flair and quiet intensity. Today, Johnny is one of the most successful voice actors in anime and video games. He's voiced Ichigo in Bleach, Vash in Trigun, and even played roles in Devil May Cry. While he's alive and thriving, he's often overlooked when people talk about former Rangers. His journey is one of transformation, from on-screen superhero to voiceover legend. Now let's revisit the legacy of a Ranger who not only fought monsters on screen, but waged a fierce battle in real life. 6. Robert Axelrod, voice of Lord Zed and Finster. Though not a Ranger, Robert Axelrod voiced two of the most iconic villains, Lord Zed and Finster. His eerie tones made him unforgettable. Born May 29, 1949, Robert had a long career in both live action and voice acting. He died on September 7, 2019 at the age of 70, due to complications from spinal surgery. A fan favorite at conventions, Robert embraced his villainous roles with warmth and humility in real life. He often spoke about how the Power Rangers fanbase kept his career and spirit alive. Let's now talk about a Ranger who used his platform to uplift his culture and inspire pride around the world. Aka Darville, Red Ranger. Scott Truman in RPM. Aka Darville, born in Australia in 1989, starred in Power Rangers RPM and later moved on to bigger roles including Netflix's Jessica Jones and The Defender. While he's still alive and active in Hollywood, Aka faced tragedy in early 2024 when his 10-year-old son died of brain cancer, an emotional battle that shook fans globally. Aka used his platform to raise awareness and money for childhood cancer research, turning pain into purpose. He represents a modern Ranger who still fights, not on screen but in real life. As we near the end of our list, let's reflect on the Ranger, whose time on Earth was short, but deeply impactful. Poa Magasiva, Red Ranger. Shane in Ninja Storm.
Growing up as a kid, and then it got pulled off, obviously because of the violence, but then giving the opportunity to go, wow, this is powerful.
He was known for his charm, athleticism, and leadership on the show. In 2019, Poa tragically died by suicide at age 3. Later reports revealed a history of domestic issues and personal struggles. His death reminded fans that even those who seem strong and joyful on the outside may be dealing with invisible battles. Let's now shift the spotlight onto a Ranger who embraced his heritage while carrying the Power Rangers legacy into a new era. 9. Yoshi Sudarso, Blue Ranger. Coda in Dino Charge.
It's morphin' time! Dino Charger ready!
His character was a caveman turned ranger, and his real-life journey is just as fascinating. Yoshi is alive and thriving, having moved into major roles in Asian cinema, such as Buffalo Boys and Empty by Design. He also became a role model for Asian representation in Hollywood. He still connects with fans online and at conventions, and uses his platform to speak on diversity in media. And finally, we end with one of the original Warriors, a trailblazer whose passing marked the end of an unforgettable era. 10. Robert Manahan, voice of Zordon. Robert Manahan was the voice of Zordon, the wise mentor to all Power Rangers. His calm, commanding voice guided a generation of kids toward values like teamwork, honesty, and courage. Sadly, Robert passed away in 2000 from a heart aneurysm at the age of. He didn't appear on camera, but his presence shaped the entire franchise. To this day, fans still remember his famous words, "Rangers, you must act now." These 10 former Power Rangers, through triumphs, tragedies, and transformations, remind us why this franchise still holds a special place in our hearts. Whether they're fighting on screen or battling personal demons behind the scenes, each of their stories matter. If you grew up watching the Power Rangers and felt something today, nostalgia, sadness, or inspiration, please support this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of legendary stars, and share this video to honor the legacy of your childhood hero. This is ActorFlash, where the spotlight never fades. Until next time, may the power protect.